Gina Loudon here with WND, and I have Katherine Timf with me from Campus Reform. And there's something that is happening really across the country, has been going on a long time, and that is bias against anyone with opposing views to the liberal establishment. What are you seeing these days on college campuses?
All kinds of crazy things. It's not a comfortable place to be a conservative on a college campus. A lot of these professors teach in class as fact a lot of their liberal views, which makes them uncomfortable. Basically thinking that if they express their views, or even if they find out they're a conservative, then it's going to affect their grade.
Mm-hmm. Give me an idea, because you, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, how often are you getting these complaints from students across the country saying that my views are not tolerated on my college campus?
Very often, every day, we'd encourage more people to reach out to Campus Reform and let us know if there's things going on their college campuses. It's not just liberal abuse, but also waste of taxpayer money. There's a lot of events, Sex Week, things like that, that are maybe not the best use of student funds or taxpayer money, given that youth unemployment is so high. We've also been talking a lot about the impacts of Obamacare, students getting their health insurance plans canceled. So if you check out the website, you can basically see the kind of things that we do.
So as students are just trying to really make their way through school, I mean, it's supposed to be about learning. It's supposed to, you know, like you pointed out, it's taxpayer funded in a lot of cases. Is there any sort of a shift happening since there are more watch groups like your own watch group? Are you starting to see a little more accountability to that taxpayer dollar, or not really?
Not accountability. It's harder to find information, but we also do see more students who even campaign for Obama, who are huge Obama supporters, starting to see that maybe it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. They're having their student health insurance plans canceled. They're unable to afford Obamacare. They have all these student loans, and none of the promises are really panning out. So a lot of them feel deceived by that. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of impact that has in the next elections.
New poll today says Obama's approval rating is at an all-time low. Would you agree that that's the same across college campuses, or do you think that there's still a disproportionate amount of youth who think for whatever reason that Obama's the greatest?
Right, because he's the cool guy and he's best friends with Jay-Z and all that kind of stuff. So there's definitely more liberals on a college campus, and a lot of them don't even know why they're liberal, because on the campus, a lot of these schools, they're not getting the other point of view. So they don't have to defend their viewpoints. They don't even really know why they believe what they believe. But when it starts impacting their own lives personally, with health insurance getting canceled, having the student loans, unable to find a job, they're starting to kind of look at what's causing that and have fewer supporters.
I just interviewed Ted Cruz. One of the things he said is that the youth is absolutely essential, but we know that the youth don't show up. What can people like myself and people in the WND audience do to really change that and turn that around so that they do show up in these next very critical elections to their future, frankly?
Just speak to them about how it's directly affecting their lives, because that's what we've seen has made a difference. Instead of talking about the economy, talk about how the economy affects the youth. Talk about how policies of conservatives would be able to improve their lives, because right now things are definitely bad for millennials.
Thank you so much.